Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 4 of our Slay the Princess playthrough. So yeah, now I'm gonna be honest, I have been gone for a little while, have not recorded any Slay the Princess or many other games for quite a few days. Like I mentioned before on a community post, I was out of town for a little while, and now I'm pretty much picking up where I left off at, so if I stumble or seem to have forgotten a few things, that's probably why. I'll probably at some point when I get the time to watch the videos at like times two speed, sorry, and then kind of get up to date with all of that. So yeah, but I believe last episode, to recap it a little bit, let's see, we saved the princess, something happened, we saw the one princess lady with all the hands all around her, and then ask a million questions, and then she said, oh, the princess says like to remember her, something of the sort, and then said, but you won't. And then now I guess we're kind of like redoing all of this. So yeah, my thoughts and feelings overall, it's a very interesting game. It's very psychological, and I still can't make up my mind on what is even going on with the game, because again, I'm also in the same boat of, I don't really, well, not like the same boat, wrong term, but sorry, I'm just really tired of voice crack there. I'm just really tired, but with traveling and whatnot. But anyways, on one side, I don't really trust the narrator. I don't know if I really trust the princess. Smidden's the only one that I honestly trust at this point. The hero, and that's another thing too, because like I don't think we're the hero. I think the hero is somebody else. Smidden is their own person, or maybe it's like this whole psychological like thing that the princess is doing to us, and we're like hearing all like these different like voices and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, I can go on and on forever trying to throw mud at a wall and seeing if it sticks. Okay. So I think we read a lot of these last episode, and I don't know if I wanted to pick one of these over the other. Let's see. What are you gonna do if I let you out? See, I don't want to keep her locked. And I don't want to get the blade, honestly. I was in here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. I guess we'll go with this one. Interesting. So... I'm surprised I didn't read anything. I just kind of like skipped it. I think this one, but I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe, because like again, I really don't know what to believe. Like, are you going to end the world? Even if you had the capabilities to do so, would you even want to do that in the first place? Because like again, I do believe she's dangerous, but I don't want to jump the gun either. So let's go with the middle one.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I'm kind of curious on why like immediately like skipped on to like that without any dialogue from her, because that's a little different than the first one.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Right.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I've been told enough. Because again, last time I said I've been told enough, and then she kind of called us on our bluff, saying like, you don't really know either. Like this narrator dude and whatnot has not been, you know, telling you much at all. Which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. I don't want to go with that one though. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information a secret from me. I was hoping you'd tell me. Deflect, what are you going to do if I let you on out of here? I kind of want to go something different, but I kind of want to keep it similar as well. Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because like with this one, like I don't know why it would be a secret. I don't really get that. See, because like again, like I don't get any of these questions. Well, like I get them, but like I don't believe any of them really like get me anywhere. What are you gonna do if I let you on out of here? Because I assume she's gonna be like, well, I get to be free, I get to live. This one, I know what she says. I was hoping you'd tell me. I know she's gonna be like, well, I don't know, you know. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons, and then I assume that's gonna spiral into something else. I'll just go with the same one as before.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
They haven't shared a thing, have they? All they've done is point a finger.
Right.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Okay.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Correct. Fair point. Like I brought up
I don't
before.
trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Like similar to the first part or first chapter, yes, like I agree with these kind of things. Because like with the narrator, he mentions before like I appreciate the vote of confidence. Because again, I don't fully trust the narrator, I don't fully trust the princess. So I'm just feeling my way around is what I'm doing.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
Right.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
See, but again, I disagree with that. So this shouldn't be about what I do if I got out of here. It should be though, because like again, if it is a scenario that... See, but again, it's just like... I don't know if it's some sort of like memory loss kind of thing. Like it's like almost like an endless loop in a sense of this, you know, story. I don't know. But let's just keep it simple. Let's just say it's all real for an example and not some weird... I mean, there's gotta be some psychological kind of play at this. There has to be. But let's ignore that for now. It does matter, like I mentioned before on I think the first episode, first or second one, I don't remember. Because if you did get out and then you went, oh hey, Kaplooey, that's it. So it kind of is that though. Or maybe I got it backwards. Or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
And again, this is why we're talking about it.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I don't know.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
It's whoever locked me down here. And what's interesting is like, how do you not know who locked you down here? I would feel like you would know who did it. Because like, it could be the narrator, it could be somebody else entirely. It's whoever sent you here. Because I would assume the narrator sent us here, because he's, of course, narrating the story. And those two groups are probably one and the same. I think that's an interesting line, those two groups. I would assume when she says the two groups, the one that sent me here and the one that locked me up are probably one and the same. Could be referring to the narrator or something else entirely.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Right. Like, I agree it's a risk, and again, I'm not saying yes or no, I'm just feeling everything out. Okay, what's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or you could just call me Princess.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Sorry, I apologize for the silence. I'm really just dead tired, you know, but I'm also trying to like think about this like slowly, like just process this. Because again, it's really interesting how it just kind of like ended and then now we're back at the beginning. There has to be a reason for this. I want to press her on this.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
So it's gonna be the same thing.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Right.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I'm just gonna ignore the narrator there. And again, I want to go back to this one
I
here.
don't see what that has to do with anything.
And again, I feel like it's an important question because, like, I go back to like the narrator narrating the story. You go back to how he's able to like change things. That even though I want to make a choice, he can rewrite it in a way that we can't really go against that. At least like we can fight against it, but it takes that kind of effort to not have him fully control the actions. Go to the mirror, we go to the mirror, and then it like disappears. So what I think in my mind is any of this even real? Like, I know like we're looking at a princess and there's a narrator and there's a smitten and there's a hero. But I go back to the idea of what if like this is all just like one weird story and like none of this is actually like real and happening. And again, it plays into some sort of like psychological kind of thing. Maybe it is caused by the princess. Maybe it's caused by the narrator or us ourselves. Because like I still don't even know who I am. I don't believe I am the hero. I don't believe I'm smitten. I don't know about the narrator being like if I am the narrator here, you know. I don't think so. But I'm not certain on that. The smitten and hero, I'm almost more than certain we're not them. But we could be the princess as well. I mean, but I don't really think that either. I think we're somebody else entirely, honestly. But it's hard to word. It's hard to word, but
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I disagree again. I think it is relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Right. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. But if I stayed for a while, just kept you company, maybe then everyone could be happy. I'm gonna keep you locked away. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but You don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Right, and we're trying to get to the bottom of this.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever
But
she
we
comes up
don't.
with.
But again, we don't. Like, all we've been told is we're sent to this house cabin thing to slay a princess. And if we don't, she'll end the world. That's all we have. Now, yes, if it's true, then I get where the narrator is coming from. If she has the desire to end the world. But again, other than that, I don't have any evidence, any proof, almost nothing at all. Besides her being somewhat suspicious. That's all I know and can see. See, and again, I don't want to examine the chains. I don't want to get the blade. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
See, and also, that's an interesting thing, because it's like, what even is the point of the chain? Because, like, on the first chapter, you see, like, she was literally, like, biting her arm off, so I mean, like... I don't know.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Right.
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
See, but again, I don't want to get the blade. I feel like no matter what, we just die if we get the blade. But I also got to keep in mind, they said it before, like, there is no, like, premature, like, ending. So I assume, like... I mean, I'm sure there probably is, like... I don't know if there would be, like, a true ending, a secret ending, and stuff like that. Like, good, bad ending. That I don't know. But I assume, like, no matter what, like, no decision is bad. It's more so, what are you going to do within this kind of, like, situation? And in my mind, I don't see a point in the blade. I really don't. She's just gonna find a way on out of here regardless, so I kind of want to go with the similar route that I did before.
You can't be serious.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, I think you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
Plus, to be fair, I don't like the narrator, so...
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Okay.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'll go with this one. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if it's not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thank you.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs
Right.
slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me on out of here. Try the door. Last time I just returned back.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Yeah, okay. Because at first I was like, maybe try something slightly different, but I just assumed it was going to be the same thing. We're just going to go back
You
down.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
It's just something like I try to, and I know I'm being like really quiet this episode, and I apologize for that, but like, can I, like, I see like her moving, but I'm just trying to see like if there's anything like on like the dress area, like any sort of, but I just don't see a whole lot. I mean, I see the long nails. The teeth is kind of interesting how it's more pointy. Because like again, I don't think she's like a normal, you know, like princess per se. I really don't think so. I don't know if there's much with like her little crown. It's not like a crown, whatever you call these things. I don't know. I don't see anything of like the chain either.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Right, the blade.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here. But if
Shocker.
there's a time to strike, it's now.
I wonder how that happened.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Again,
Fine.
I stand with saving over Slay. I've said it so many times now.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Right. I just wanted the narrative to finish that. But like I said before, with everything that's going on, even if it's a blunder, I'm okay with this. And again, it's really interesting because like we're clearly not, you know, human. Because we have like these long like claws, almost like these like calluses or scales, whatever you want to call them. I can't tell if this is like fur or something. But either way, clearly we're not normal. And then I see the blood on the lips. Eyes are wide open. Nothing really on the dress or the chain. I'm just trying to see if there's like any sort of anything.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
And plus, again, like, I would assume like you would definitely like bleed out over time, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door. Thank you. Let's get out of here. Okay.
No, we won't have any of that.
Yeah,
The
here we
stakes
go.
are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
See, and this is the part that makes me like really like again, like it doesn't allow me to make the decision I want to, and I think that's why I lean towards more of not liking the narrator over the princess. But again, like I don't really trust either or, and again, I don't even know like what is and isn't real, and I could just be really overthinking this too. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Oh, voice crack there. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. Right, as the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Right.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Agreed.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
See, and again, yeah, it's like the same thing.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I don't want to do this, if I'm gonna be honest. Also kind of looking at the handle. It's almost like a leaf, almost. Now, what's also interesting is, look, I'm not smart with like how like the body and all that works, but I don't think you would like just stop bleeding, you know? Unless like you had like, of course, like something to like, you know, stop it. But like, is there like a thing? I'm pretty sure like if you tie like something like really like hard like around it, like it could do that. But it is something interesting to like point out there.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I just want to look around. See, now that's different. Because now we're not able to. What if it is like a mistake? You're meant to slay, but then once you get to like the final, you can finally resist, and we used up the one. You know, I've had this theory. What if I did this?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges
I'm just gonna kind of skip through
forward,
this
the
real
blade
quick.
held low, ready. But the princess stop it.
Okay. I was curious, like, what if you're able to, like, go back? And, yeah, okay. Oh, that really sucks.
Thank you.
There has to be a thing. There has to be a thing that you can resist. Maybe not. Like, what if I... No, it's interesting. Now, this one, there is no resist. Okay. So let's say I wanted to load. So same thing, warn her.
Stop that.
Something.
Your body lunges forward, but the princess dodges. Stop it.
Yeah, now this time there is no resist. So that's an interesting slight change then. I don't know.
Thank you.
I guess there really is no other choice.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
A betrayal of Will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
I don't think of you as helpless. I wish I couldn't make this decision. So, you do what you gotta do.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
I'm not really mad about this.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
See, that's the interesting thing. So it's like, if the narrator is like right, but that also something that I don't get. Like, if you stay in the cabin or the house or whatever, the castle, whatever the building is, she can't blow up the world. But if she's outside, she can. Because in my mind, I'm like, if she had that capability, why couldn't she just do it like then and there inside the cabin right now, way before any of this? I don't know.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2: The Witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess, or I slayed the princess. Or no, slew, sorry. I had that right. The princess, sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? You know, I've always been curious, what if I just turn around and leave?
Well, you're the boss.
Voice of the opportunist.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. I don't know why. I'm just kind of curious on that, because like the first time that I saw that, I was like, you know what, let's just keep the game going. But now I'm kind of like, let's do something different. Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Lie. Excuse me, I feel like I worded that weird. Lie. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going to the cabin. I'm not going to that cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. I'm gonna go with this one.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
See, that's the interesting thing. That again, going back to the narrator thing, it's as if like somehow he or whoever this narrator is, again, narrates the story. Even though I want to do something else, he's like, nah, we're gonna do this. I'll redo some things and narrate this scenario instead. That instead of like going away, it just kind of like reroutes you in some way, shape, and form. No, I'm gonna be persistent. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Interesting.
What's going on? Where are we? I like it. Seems like it's got great acoustics.
I kind of like this new guy, but Spin will always be number one. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, undulations, pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Right. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and warp themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. See, now that's the interesting thing. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Go back to the mirror. So there is something more with all of that as well. And I remember that during like episode 3 as well. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
That is so strange. That's so interesting, but so strange, because like instead of doing that whole thing, it just is like, okay, we're just redoing all of this now. I don't know what to make out of it. I don't know how to feel about it, man. I really just don't. But I think with that though, since we're close to the 40-minute mark, I'm probably going to stop here and maybe fall asleep or something because I am tired. Or I might do another episode, like recording afterwards. We'll see. We'll see. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.